Alright, here's the situation. What I need to do is I have the names. However, I need to print out the emails in this format. vishnu.pandey@globalanalytics.com. I need to produce this email and I need to paste this. So what I thought to do is I picked up the column A, moved to a new page, and here I want to split this first. So I would go to data, text to columns, and I will simply say that split it on space, and I can simply say finish. It gives me two parts, and then I can create this one. I'll mention a dot in between, and then I mention this, then I mention again @globalanalytics.com, and I double click on it. We get all the emails generated. So all I'll need to do is I need to copy, and in this space I need to paste. Oops, got an error giving some reference error, a ref error. This is a typical reference error in Excel. What I tried to do is I developed this piece of outcome. What I tried to do is I developed this piece of output, and I tried to copy this and I tried to paste it here, and I've got a reference error. So what is reference error? How do we fix it? No worries, take your time, think about it, explore. If you're able to fix it, great. If not, come back after some time for the solution. Alright, so let's understand what's happening. So we want to prepare something like vishnu.pandey@globalanalytics.com. So we want to prepare this, right? So I'm assuming that this is blank, and I'll go here and I have to prepare this. So I will use concatenation. So I'll use the reference, this one, and I will concatenate with the dot character, and then again I concatenate with this text, and then again concatenate with rest of the @globalanalytics.com. Okay, so this gives me the desired text. I can double click and the formula kind of drags down and you get this prepared. Now okay, so now what I thought is, okay, I'll copy this. What I'm assuming, what I'm thinking that I'm getting this text copied to here. But what's actually happening, it's not the text which is getting copied, it is the reference which is getting copied, which is, what is the reference of this one? A3, it should be not A3 and B2, it should be A2 and B2, both should be next to them, and when you drag them, that gets corrected. That could be an issue, yes. But yeah, the point is that A2 and B2, that this entire reference gets copied here. So A2 it knows, but I'm pasting B2 and it is trying to refer B2, so that's wrong. How do we understand this? It's like, think about this. So to understand this better, what I have done is I have created this simple set of data, and I'm trying to concatenate column F, this value and this value, using the same formula. So now the formula is F2 and G2. So if I double click on this one, F2 and G2 both are involved to create this, and this is a formula. F2 and then dot and then and @G2, all these things. It is a formula, right? So I can double click and expand this. Now when I do the copy, and if I'm right, if I'm copying the reference, not copying the text, if I'm copying the text, what should get printed here? It should get printed x01 dot y01 @globalanalytics.com. That should get printed here. Let's see what happens. So we do a Control C and we paste here. You see what happened? Reference got printed because what it is printing is a01.b01, not x01.y01, right? And this is reference F2 and G2. So here when you paste it, what is there in F2? A01. What is there in G2? B01. So what is the outcome? F2 dot G, and then G2. So A01, B01. So when you are say you're doing some processing and then you are created some column, and when you are copying by default, I mean whatever is the function, what is the formula, right? The expression. So that expression or the references that gets copied here, right? And that's why it is showing as this one, and that's why it is getting error, because in B2 itself we are trying to refer to B2, which was there in the formula, this one, and that's why it went into reference error. So if you have to get this, if you want to do this, suppose you want to add another column here, and this we say email, okay, and the best way would be that, because I need the values from here, so better that I copy, Control C, I come here and I copy the actual value. So here we can say paste values. Instead of formula, we say paste values. So we paste the actual value and we get the outcome. What you lose is that you now get the actual text, not the reference. But we are fine with it, because we want to refer to these column A and column B here rather than column A and column B here, right? And that's where it's right to copy the value rather than copying references. Here I wanted that same formula apply for these columns F and G, and hence I have copied reference that works here. But in this case, copying values, and when you say pasting, you say paste special or paste as values, that will work here, right? So I hope this helps to understand the reference error and when to go for say a reference and when would be the right thing to go for say the values, the actual values. So hope this helps.